Hey guys, it's Jay here from Storage Rack Solutions. Proud to introduce our poly freestanding rack in the box 4-level. This here is amazing. It accommodates 4 of any paddleboard or kayak, or you can mix and match. Nowadays, people like to go out in pairs and 2 paddleboards, 2 kayaks, or 4 kayaks will fit, or 4 stand-up paddleboards. It gives you the option to mix and match in this. And the nice thing about these are they're made from recycled plastic and no maintenance required. That's the beauty of it. They are freestanding, so again, easy to pick up and move around. There's a left and right side, and you can space it according to your crafts. Now, the other thing about these racks is that they're shippable anywhere in North America, which is another great feature. Now, what comes with these racks, as you can see out here, we've got the pool noodles on here, and that's basically what it is, just with a slit in there. They're easily replaced over time, but it gives your crafts a little bit of padding. Now, the spacing in here allows for about 13.5 inches on these two. Here's gives you, with the angle, gives you a little bit more at about 15 inches. So again, a tandem kayak down here or a regular size kayak is going to fit just fine. You might be able to get a canoe, but these are not necessarily designed for canoes. We're trying to go more towards the kayak and stand-up paddleboard market. But if you do have a canoe or bigger fishing crafts, then reach out to us. We'd be happy to make something custom for you. Now, the other thing too I wanted to talk about is the usable arm length on this. So you might be looking at this wondering if your crafts are going to fit. Now, each of these arms have roughly 27 to 28 inches of usable length in the arm. Now, you might be thinking, oh, my paddleboard's 33 inches, or my tandem kayak's 35 inches. But remember, that's at the widest point, which is here in the center. So your crafts will likely taper as they move towards the ends and be much narrower, maybe more like 24 inches, or even narrower. So this will accommodate paddleboards, and it will accommodate kayaks as well. Now, the other thing I want to also mention is the way we design these. The backs here are completely flat, and the foot, the freestanding foot, is also flat with the backer. Now, the reason we do that is this can be easily mounted against a boathouse, or a pole, or the side of a garage. So this makes it extremely stable if you want to anchor it. And you can use regular deck screws and just treat this like wood and just drill straight through it into whatever backer material you have. The other reason we designed this perfectly flush is so that you can actually take this rack and you can put them back to back. So say you have 8 crafts total. Check this out. Just turn this unit sideways. Turn this one sideways. Because we designed these both flush, they can go straight back to back like this. You can screw these together with regular deck screws, just like that. If you're buying 2 sets, obviously there'll be another pair out here, but you can imagine getting 8 crafts on this if you buy 2 sets. So another great advantage to this. If you're concerned about being maybe in a really windy area and you want even more stability, it'd be very easy to add a wooden crosser between the 2 sides to make it even more solid. Now, you can do that with the freestanding unit as well. If you decide that you're in an area that has a lot of strong winds, you could put a wooden brace between the tops. It's not necessary. These are designed to be freestanding, but I'm just giving you some ideas and options. The other thing that we're doing on these racks is on the foot, we're actually pre-drilling holes on the foot so that if you're on a deck or a dock, you can anchor this directly to the deck or dock, again, creating more stability in the rack. And now that we're talking about where to maybe set this up, a deck or a dock, our recommendation is not to set this up on just regular grass or loose rock, because it won't create a real stable base for it. The best thing to do if you're in that situation is to use some patio stones or some flat granite flagstone. And that way you're going to get a much more stable base to set the rack on. That's super important. And in our little warranty sheet, it talks about your obligations on setting this rack up properly. So it's a good read. Make sure you follow that. And if you have any questions, we're here for you. feel free to reach out, and we'll gladly give you some great advice. But our 4-level poly freestanding rack in the box.